Hey everyone, Ed here, and I took my first long ride on my brand new Harley Davidson Pan America yesterday, and I'm gonna have to apologize now because I was in such a hurry and so excited to go. I A, didn't take a GoPro, and B, didn't map my route for further discussion. From where I live, I went up to what's called Tortilla Flats through Canyon Lake in Arizona. Nice twisty canyon ride. At the end, everybody stops at Tortilla Flats because after that it turns to dirt. Obviously, by the condition of the bike, I didn't turn around. I went all the way to the top of what's called Fish Creek Hill on a pretty sandy, gravelly road, which is a lot of fun. Unfortunately, that's as far as it could go because of a flash flood last year washed out the road and nobody's bothered to fix it. 144 mile day, did the math on the fuel economy and came in right at 40 miles to the gallon. Still in break-in, still having to vary the RPMs and not hold them steady and going through all of that, but performed great. It was nice to just press a button to go between the sport mode and the dirt mode. At that point, just stood up on the pegs and let it rip and just had a blast. I was by myself, so I didn't do any single track because I've done that by myself and ended up with a bike on top of me on a hill, and it was not much fun. So stayed on the 2-track and it performed flawlessly. I did get the larger skid plate did come in at my local Harley Davidson dealership, Superstition Springs Harley Davidson. Shout out to those guys for hooking me up with the first one off the showroom floor, first one that came in. Can't say enough. I haven't found something that I don't like about the bike. The power's great. Even though I'm still in break-in, I have not taken it over 6,000 RPMs. I kept it under 5 for the first 50 miles. The twisties were a blast. It lays over great, handles perfectly. In most of those corners are 10 to 15 mile an hour corners. I was running first to second gear, higher RPMs. Today I commuted on it. My commute's about 30 miles on freeways and some surface streets from here to my work. Varying the RPMs, I was kind of doing a 4,000 to 6,000 RPM variance, just to keep it decent. 4,000 puts you at about 70, 6,000 puts you right at triple digits in 6th gear. So to do some of the variants, I did drop to 5th because I was getting a little fast for that much traffic. Needless to say, I know people are worried about the heat. I ride year-round in Phoenix, always have multiple motorcycles, and don't mind the heat. It's not bad on the bike. It was right at 100 on the way home today. Yesterday was high 90s. Not a problem. The bike performed flawlessly. Engine temp stayed right about 212, 214. Fan kicked on at lights. It does blow some hot air on your left leg if you have it in the wrong spot. Definitely not a deal breaker. I had a Triumph Explorer I mentioned in one of my other videos. The Triumph Explorer was like sitting on a furnace underneath your privates. It was nothing comfortable about that bike. Less heat than the GSA because the jugs are right at your feet. A little more heat than the KTM. Just personal observations. I've had 3 now. This is the 4th, so I've had some experience. I'm at 257 miles on it now, I think. Yeah, 257 on it. So just love it. It was nice. When I got off road, I just reached up and dropped the windshield down. When I got back on the road, I found my favorite position is 1 notch down. It just deflects enough air. Even though I'm a tall rider, I'm 6'5", 250. So I'm a big guy. I do have the tall boy seat ordered for the bike. We'll see how it works when it gets in. I don't know when that'll be in, and I don't know where my hard bags will be in, but the Harley Davidson soft bags, I don't know who made them for them, but man, they look great. I got tons of compliments on them. great storage space to them. And I mean, I carried my lunch and extra gear and everything in it, and just, like I said, I don't have a bad thing to say. I'm new at this. I'm not good at posting videos. I'm showing everybody my license plate. Don't know whether that's bad or not, but I'm just trying to get the word out there because there were so many naysayers, and I've waited with anticipation for this bike for a long time. I haven't messed with the setups and creating custom modes. On the road, I'm having enough fun in the standard sport mode. It just makes you smile. This morning I took a shortcut going out of my area where I live, which is a rural horse property. In fact, my wife's waiting for me to unload hay right now. I'm sure she's wondering because the tractor's running and I'm not there. But I took a shortcut, and it has some big walled out holes, and I got my first air on the bike today, and it was effortless to stand it up and get it back down and keep everything under control, and nothing bottomed out. And like I said, I'm 250 and I caught air and the bike didn't bottom out, so impressed there. I'm going to try to track my channel. If anybody, I know a couple people subscribed since I posted my first post. I'm going to try to answer questions about the bike as I ride it. I just wanted to document this journey because, like I said, I've waited a long time. My Triumph I rode to Canada and back. I've done BDR routes. I've messed around with this stuff quite a bit, and this bike is just over the top. I think what they've done with it, considering that everybody was saying it's going to be a failure or flop, why it wouldn't succeed, why Harley can't do anything different. Next thing I got to do is I still have my headlight guard sitting in the box on my toolbox. I got to get around to that. Don't know that I'll ever wash this bike or just see how dirty I can get it, but enjoying it thoroughly. If you have any questions, I will try to check and answer them. And the other thing I will do is make sure to put my routes down and take my GoPro, so I'm not a complete failure at this. Thanks for watching, and anybody who watches and likes it, please subscribe, and I'm going to keep on going and keep on riding, and I want to be the first one to wear one out and buy a second one. Thanks.